Welcome to the Poetic Resurrection Podcast, where we explore perceptions. How self-reflecting questions can give you a better understanding of self. I'm your host, Sonia Iris Lozada. Stay tuned. This is the year-end episode 2021. Here we are at the end of 2021. Another year of the pandemic. When this pandemic started, it was a time to reflect. And reflect, I did. And now in the second year, I'd like it to end. I've been vaccinated and boosted, and to be honest, I don't want any more vaccinations. But it's not about me. It's about those around me. I want the pandemic to end. These 2 years have been a challenging and trying time. I had a friend die this year of COVID. I've had a scare with my elderly parents, and I'm grateful they're okay. I feel blessed that everyone and I are healthy. I was hoping the pandemic would have ended with herd immunity, but we never got to 70% vaccinated to have that occur. I wish I had an answer to what is happening. I don't think anyone knows. My year in review. I started a second podcast called Chica and the Man with podcaster and friend Alex Greenwood of the Mysterious Goings On podcast. It's so much fun to just talk about anything that comes to mind. The subtitle of Chica and the Man is As Unscripted as It Gets. It's different from the Poetic Resurrection podcast. Doing this podcast has been slow in editing as my computer crashed, and it's taken me about a month to retrieve my information. I was shocked, but can't complain. The computer lasted 7 years. I'm on vacation now, and I'm working on my 4th book, Inspire Me in Time of Need. Still working on it. I have a new editor, Ruben Rodriguez, and I'm looking forward to the release early next year. Fingers crossed. I love writing poetry, and the last 2 years have put a slight halt in writing. I guess the pandemic has affected me more than I thought. So many deaths, sending blessings to those families for healing. The dichotomy of this nation and others. This is a world healing time. And even though we would like to get back to normal, what is normal anymore? I'm an avid researcher. I feel exhilarated when I learn a new concept, belief, or skill, and yet I'm exhausted this year. I used to feel I knew what I wanted, and now it's all in question. Do I want to continue acting? I love being on the set, so if it comes up, I'll be happy to do it. I had 2 photo shoots this year. One was headshots with Mark Atbury, which I also use for my podcast, and the other was an artsy shoot with Ken Sawyer. I had a great time doing both. I booked a print job, and I have auditioned for many shows. Poetry, another passion of mine since childhood, still exists, but it's changed on what I want to write. I've gone from writing about acceptance in life to a surreal style. A style I find challenging to write since the readers need to visualize and understand it. Still has an essence of acceptance. The Poetic Resurrection podcast has reached over 50 episodes and has over 1,500 downloads, and as Alex Greenwood informed me, that's fantastic for a podcast without an advertising budget. I'm on season 3 of the podcast, and I want to say thank you to all the guests for honoring me with your presence and knowledge. I meditate every day and decided to become a teacher on the Insight Timer app. I have my talks and meditations there. The poem for this week is Love and Blessings, recorded in 2020 and is available to see and hear on YouTube. It's from my upcoming book, Inspire Me in Time of Need. When thoughts overwhelm your being, send love. When worry about the family and wanting to care for them, send love. When sleep evades, when thoughts repeat, send love. When finances diminish and needs remain unmet, send love. When feeling defeated, when feeling alone, send love. When feeling fear that life isn't fair, send love. Sending love doesn't cost anything. Sending love brings us to the present. Wishing you a happy new year with much love and blessings. Thank you for listening to the Poetic Resurrection podcast, available on Apple iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Music, and many other podcast platforms. Please visit us and subscribe to our newsletter at poeticresurrection.com for the latest information and updates.